non-esteja touching nishlin touching bashes chain dal has yalti dashiche naslana chakta dashanala sebeda de nasha da shiaj a hawk naljehe Samson wool ye shiaj a non-esteja touching nile Zithade kia ani yashchin do touchini da biche do deschini da banella. My name is Sky Izzzo. My clans are Red Running, Charcoal Street Red Running into the Water clan, Italian, and Choctaw. And this is my son. His name is Hawk Naljehe Sampson. And his clans are Red Running into the Water clan, Near the Mountain, and Start of the Red Street clan. And today he is representing a Navajo warrior back in the 1800s. His outfit is inspired by our Dene leaders such as Hastin Chifhajine, which you may know is Chief Manuelito, and also Hastin Daga, which you may know as Chief Barbencito. And they were our leaders during the 1800s and they were leading the resistance against the U.S. government. And they were also part of the negotiations back then for our fight for freedom back to our homelands from Fort Sumner. And everything on his outfit is custom made, from his hat all the way down to his moccasins. His dad and we both created his outfit together. And so all of this is handmade. His hat is, there's two names for it. It's called a Nahatacha, or it can also be called a Nabacha. And both of those words, they mean leader or warrior hat. And they were also worn, by our leaders and our warriors alike. And it is adorned with elements for protection. And the hat was originally given to the Dene people during the hero twin warriors story. The twins were named Naye Nezrane and Toba Jine, and that is monster slayer and water. This is when they were going to fight Ye'ito. And so the horned toad actually saw one of the twins, and before they went to go fight Ye'ito, which is a big giant, the horned toad gave the Dene twins the warrior hat, and it was to protect their head from Ye'ito hitting them. So this is why the horned toad gets honorable mention with the Dene people, and that we refer to him as our Che. And then also he has turquoise necklaces. And this is important to the Dene people for protection and recognition from the holy people. So early in the morning, we go to the east and we pray, and this is how the holy people recognize us, is by the turquoise jewelry. And then also, he has a little pendant right here. It's known as a Naja, and that is influenced from the design of it is influenced from Spanish settlement. So you may see that design with some other Spanish elements as well. And also, his bag on the side, this black one right here, this is a Danaize, and it's used to hold sacred elements, and is also can be used in our sacred ceremonies. And then also, his let's see. Okay, and then his shirt, I handmade that, and this is inspired, like I said, from the 1800s. So back then they used cotton and linen, and that was due to their durability and the comfort back then. And back then in the 1800s, white was pretty dominant. It was a common shirt to use white. And they had a structured look, just how it is with the collar being more structured and kind of hard. So that's the kind of shirt that he has on. And then also our warriors used to wear some belts, and that would hold different elements, because back then some of firearms were starting to come into play with the wars going on. So that would hold that, or some corn pollen. And then also his pants, they're like the U.S. military style, because that was the style back then to wear the silver buttons on the side right here. So it was kind of like Dene and the modern U.S. styles kind of blending and coming together. So you'll see a mixture of both styles back in the 1800s. And then also his leg coverings right here, these were worn by Dene men because they were navigating through very rugged terrain, such as mountaintops, canyonlands, washes, trails. So there's a lot of cactus, sagebrush, different elements out there that they needed to protect their legs from. And some people wear these still today to protect their legs from snake bites, because there's a lot of snakes out here in the Southwest. And then also his moccasins, they're made from animal hides, such as deer, elk, moose, and bobcat back in the day, but now more commonly it's made from buckskin. And our moccasins represent a story too from the creation story. So the top of the moccasin, that is representing Mother Earth, or Nahmah Nahadzah, and the bottom of the sole is white, and that represents having a solid foundation on this earth as five-fingered beings. And the story of that is that during our creation story, during the time of drought, the plant people came together, some plants that that didn't need a lot of water to grow. They came together and they were trying to figure out how to stop the drought, relieve themselves from that and everybody else. So they came together and they called upon the water people, and a water woman showed up, and they asked her, can you please send a adolescent young female from the water people? And so they sent her, and they gave her some gifts, and one of it was a bil, which is a rug dress, and they gave her some gifts to take to the mountaintop to do an offering to the water people. So she did this, and they asked her to go through the lands of dark fog, male and female rain, and go to the mountaintop and make the offering. So which she did, and then when she came back down, then they, as a gift for completing that task, they started making moccasins for her, the plant people. And one of the plants is called Se'adzan, and that is a plant with a red stem on there, and that was used to dye the top of the moccasin. And they also made the wraps for the women. I'm not sure if you've seen the Navajo wraps that some of the Navajo women wear. They made the wrap for her too. And so on the left side, she was the wraps were used to carry tools, and then on the right side, the wraps were used to carry corn pollen, arrowhead, and tobacco. And so each step was like a Hojo step in her life, in her journey. And then back in the day, they used to, like I said, use bobcat hide to make the soles of the moccasin waterproof. And they would also make a twine out of like some root and attach it to the sole for extra traction, like during slippery slopes or like snow in the canyonlands. So that's what was used for that. And yeah, so this is the Dene Navajo outfit inspired from the 1800s. Go ahead.
Again, Sky, Dewani Izzzo. Big round of applause if you would.